why isn't it going to snow? This map shows us entirely why it's not going to snow this weekend. This is going to be part of my weekend forecast, but I'm also going to include it for everybody else on Thursday evening, just so that everybody doesn't get too nervous about a chance for snow. Basically, we don't have any cold air up in Quebec. And for the type of storm we need to get, as the storm races up the coast, we need some cold air for the storm to tap to the north of the storm. Our cold air is still to our northwest. And that's not going to be, there's not going to be any cold air rushing into Quebec over the next couple of days. This cold air is going to kind of move west of us. And so by the time we tap into even this cold air aloft, this is at mid-altitudes, and you see the below freezing air is everything. The green to blue line is where we go from above freezing to below freezing in the mid-latitudes. And so in order to get snow, you really kind of got to get into this blue chunk of air from any kind of, you could see flakes above zero there, but for the most part, you need it below. And that is not going to happen for our storm on Friday because the storm has to get so wrapped up and kind of flipped over that we're getting into the westerly flow. Well, by the time we get into the westerly flow for the storm, we're into a dry flow. And so therefore, we're not going to see any snow even at the higher elevations, I don't think. A few flakes at the very end of the storm or a squall at the high elevations in the early afternoon on Saturday, not impossible. But in terms of any accumulating snow, our peaks won't even get frosted or anything like that. Up in the presidential range, probably that will happen, and western Maine, some of the mountains in western Maine that could happen for as well. But here in southern Vermont, we won't see our first snow yet. And like I said, that's okay. We got plenty of winter to go. It's a little early, even for me as a West River weather guy. But you should be, good reminder, you should be starting to get ready for that snow. I want to say thank you to my patrons who support what I do here as a West River weather guy. They help me with the equipment that I buy and help provide these couple forecasts a week and some of the other stuff that I do. If you want to become a patron, you can follow the link to my patron site, which is below in the description below, and that will give you an opportunity to become a patron. Patrons are just people who give anywhere between $1 and $5, some or as much as you want really, per month to help support what I do here. And one of the things you get is this forecast comes out on Thursday instead of Friday for you. So again, thank you to my patrons, and we'll see you again on Monday morning for the work week forecast.